I love my Beyerdynamic DT990 Pros for gaming and for video editing, but they've been through quite a bit and certainly on their last leg. So I've decided to grab a pair of Beyerdynamic's next step in the lineup, the DT900 Pro X's, to see how they compare. So let's go check them out. The Beyerdynamic DT900 Pro X's are an open back mid-range headphone that are meant to sort of split the difference between the 990 Pros at the low end and the higher end DT1990s. They're meant to be a mid-range headphone when you compare them to the DT990s that retail for about $140 and the higher end DT1990s, which generally go for about $500. These fit directly in the middle with an MSRP of $299. But you can generally find them on places like Amazon and even Beyerdynamic's own website for about $250. I really love the way these feel compared to the DT990 Pros. They feel well built, they feel rugged, and add a premium feel that I don't think the DT990 Pros have. The headband is made of metal, the forks are made out of brushed aluminum. Looking at them, I think this is far better than the sort of flat black look of the DT990s. The ear cups are the supple velour material that is common across pretty much all of Beyerdynamic headphones. If you've ever owned a pair of their headphones, you know how soft and how good this stuff feels, and it's no exception here. One upgrade that I was really happy to see is the addition of a mini XLR removable cable. A lot of people have complained, myself included, about the DT990's lack of a removable cable, so it's a nice addition here. You're supposed to get two cables in the box, a 3-meter cable as well as a 1-meter cable. But I bought these open box secondhand and it only came with the 3-meter cable. And I will say that I do prefer the physical coiled cable of the DT990s. The long 3-meter cable just didn't fit well into my setup. I assume the 1-meter cable probably would have worked out better, but I don't have one to test that. But the nice thing is, I can just buy a replacement cable. It could be coiled, it could be straight, it doesn't matter. And that's awesome. These do fit a little more snug than the DT990s, but this isn't a problem for me. In fact, I actually prefer the sort of tight feel of these. Even while wearing glasses and even during long gaming or editing sessions, I think they feel great on my head. It's worth noting that some people have complained that the velour material can get kind of hot during long gaming or long editing sessions. But that's never been a problem for me. Here in the Midwest, it's cold a lot of the time anyway. And even in the summer, we have the AC cranking. So even in a room with multiple computers, I've never had a problem during long sessions with heat. I'm coming at this from a gaming audio perspective. And while I do edit videos, I do not consider myself an audio professional. In fact, when it comes to audio and all of the other stuff I've mentioned, audio is sort of the field where I find myself lacking. But that being said, I do pay pretty close attention to how the things sound, whether it's gaming or video editing. Now, I was expecting these to sound more or less exactly like my DT990s, but I was really wrong here. They're similar and they're very bright yet still neutral, but I feel like there was a lot of effort spent in the lower end where the DT990s lack the sort of bass. This feels far better. They have a deeper, almost warmer sound to them because they clamp a little more. So I don't know if you're feeling a little more enclosed in the space. They feel a little less open backy, but overall I really preferred the sound that comes out of the DT900 Pro X's. It's a nice, warm, like deep, rich sound. It's perfect. They're great for gaming, and I still get a really nice, wide sound stage. I can hear everything, every footstep that's happening around me. It's easier to determine things where they're happening. The spatial awareness, I feel like, is a lot better wearing these. And for editing and mastering my audio, I think they work great. I think they're kind of the best of both worlds. Throughout Beyerdynamic's advertising, it's pretty clear that they are marketing these to people who might not have a robust audio solution, but still giving you something that is suitable for studio work. When the original DT990s released in 2004, there was no such thing as a content creator. YouTube didn't even exist. But 20 years later, the world is filled with people who are just getting into creating, be it music, video, film, whatever. And so those kinds of people, like me, need something that sounds great but isn't overly expensive and doesn't require a ton of knowledge to get them sounding perfect. The DT990s are known for being a high impedance headphone. They need power to drive them in order to make them sound as good as they can. You can absolutely plug them into your motherboard audio solution and, hear stuff. But if you're buying these just to plug them into your phone or something, you're really missing out on how great they can be. Not saying you can't do that if you want, but there are likely plenty of other headphones out there that will likely fit you better. That is not the case with the DT900 Pro X's. These feature Beyerdynamic's new Stellar 45 drivers, which come in at 45 ohms, means they're far less power hungry. They can be run by your PC, your phone, your laptop, basically anything. And so it makes a really great solution for on the go. Say if you're a vlogger or something and need a quick and dirty audio setup at a Starbucks, these will suit you well. Or if you're a podcaster and you need to travel to different places, maybe you need to accommodate a guest or something, you probably don't have the luxury to lug around a bunch of equipment. These would work great for that. They sound great for gaming too, but they're meant as sort of a one-size-fits-all content creator audio solution. The content creator market has exploded in the last few years, and the DT900 Pro X's perfectly fit those of us who want sort of a little bit of everything. Great audio for content editing, great audio for gaming, offering a solid build, all without being too complicated to power and or get the best out of these headphones. If you're a content creator of any kind, or if you need a neutral enough pair of headphones that are going to give you the same performance at your home workstation and your mobile laptop setup, these are really a no-brainer. As soon as I found out about these, I pretty much knew I was picking them up. My DT990s have outlived basically any pair of headphone I've ever used, and there is just so much to love there. They sound great, they're comfortable to wear for long gaming or editing sessions, and they're built very well. The DT900 Pro X's improve on every aspect of that, adding a mini XLR detachable cable and giving us the versatility in where we can use them. I'm very happy to see these on my desk, and I'll be using them for quite a while. I hope to eventually be able to upgrade to the DT1990s, but my headphone budget isn't exactly flush at the moment, so it might be a while, and I'm happy to know that I certainly won't be in a rush to pick those up. As for my DT990 Pros, well, they've earned some much needed rest, but they're not going to be down for too long, because one of the absolute best parts of Beyerdynamic headphones is that most, if not all of the parts are replaceable. Every single point where the wear and tear on these is very noticeable can be replaced. The headband to the brackets and the ear cups. Spending about $50 plus a little TLC will have these guys looking brand new. And stay tuned, because I will absolutely be making a video about breathing new life into your Beyerdynamic headphones. So if you're not already, do yourself a favor and click that subscribe button. Leave a comment, let me know if there are any other headphones you want me to review, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Happy New Year!